Hi, friend. Welcome to the Divinely Aligned channel. I'm Courtney. I am a conscious channel of the divine, self mastery mentor, limitless life coach, and ultimately, I'm here to be a catalyst, a mirror of the divinity that you are, because you are divine love and light here in human form on a journey of expansion. And my hope today is that you have the ahas, the activations, the awakenings that you need to make life a little bit easier for yourself. All I'm seeing right now within my clients and just this world is everyone making it so fucking hard on themselves. And one of the things that I'm seeing and that's being channeled to me is that we have become very focused on information over inspiration, and we aren't correctly listening to our intuition. So let's get into this. First of all, I'm gonna guess that you're not gonna disagree with me that this world has an abundance of information. You can literally learn anything about anything at any time. Like there's always been an abundance of information, but now we have it pretty easily in our hands all day long, nothing but information. And we can find information on anything, and then we can find contradictory information on that same thing. And it can be overwhelming. Then throw in every social media platform working on an algorithm that you click anything and it thinks you like that. So it's going to give you more of that. And then the next thing you know, all day, all you're seeing is everyone and their dogs, ebooks, free master classes, courses on whatever it is that you maybe were interested in 3 days ago, right? And then we start to go down these rabbit holes of whatever it is, thinking that we now need this to be better, to be who we are, to this will be the answer to us making money in our sleep or whatever the fuck it is. Now, I'm not knocking any of that. And I'm definitely not knocking ebooks, master classes, online courses. It's all amazing. I mean, I do it. I wouldn't be here without these things talking to you. And the thing is that we have to be embodied and sovereign beings when we are choosing to sign up for whatever it is that we are choosing to sign up for. Now, the reason being that your greatest currency is not the money in your bank account. It's your energy, it's your frequency, it's your time, it's your attention. And it's one thing to be scrolling, but that scrolling has gone next level now in this world where literally it's everything is an opportunity to learn more about whatever someone is selling you. And again, I think it's fantastic because it gives so much opportunity. We can be passionate about anything now and make a career from it. And every single one of us is divinely designed with our own sacred magic. But that is meant to be shared through passion and purpose. And that's a whole other topic for another time. But what I'm here today to hopefully activate within you or wake you up to is that when you are seeing all of this information, whether it's a post, an ad, a course, whatever it is so important. Like, I cannot stress this enough. If you want to live a life that you love, then you need to be connected to what you are choosing to give your time and energy and attention to. The way that I see this being the easiest is to, instead of looking at or looking for information, we need inspiration. When you're scrolling and you have an ad pop up or a post pop up and it's offering you something, there's so many free offers right now. There's so many, 90-minute master classes in pretty much anything that you're interested in that then, yes, leads to another offer, no matter what industry. We're seeing this now, and there's funnels for everything. And it's great because it's also unlocking just how limitless this world is and the amount of abundance that there is for opportunity, for money, for following your passion and your purpose. But again, on the other side of that, it can also be overwhelming, because if we aren't grounded and rooted and present and embodied in ourselves and trusting ourselves and listening to ourselves, then we can very easily get convinced that we need to give our time and attention and money to things that maybe aren't aligned, and our ego is just signing up to get another certification, to know more about this thing that our friend knows about, whatever it is, just because it's free or cheap or easy or keeps popping up in your feed doesn't necessarily mean that it's for you. If it's for you, it will inspire you. It will ignite something in you. And when we follow what inspires us, what ignites and excites us, that's where the true magic happens. And where I feel the missing link here is that we have forgotten how to trust our intuition, because our ego is really good. Our ego is so good at being at convincing us it's our intuition. Our ego is really good at it, and it'll play games because it knows you so well, and it knows what works based in what you do consistently. So it's like, whenever they see 333, they know this is for us. So they'll choose this. So that's the price of this course, or whatever it is that your ego will tell you to tell you that it's for you. And we'll convince ourselves that these things are for us. And again, I'm not saying they're not. I'm giving you permission for you to know, because your intuition, if it's your intuition, here's how you know. There's no pressure. There's no pressure of you need to do this now. Convincing yourself. There's no justifying it. Your intuition shows up loud and clear. It tells you, here, do this thing. This excites us. This ignites us. This expands us. This inspires us. And most likely, if you're here and if you're still listening to this, I'm going to guess in some way you resonate with being a light worker, a healer, a coach, whatever it is. And you've been on this ascension journey, whether consciously or unconsciously, but you're here now realizing this. I'm here telling you, if you didn't know this, you are here. We all are here on a journey of ascension. But once you start to really see that consciously, that you're not just here to stay in this mundane life and way of being, that you're here to constantly be evolving and expanding and expressing and elevating in this life, it gets to be two ways, is what I've seen within myself in the past and within all of my clients. Is it can be where we just spin and spin and spin in the same place for way longer than we need to, because we aren't realizing that we already are it, or we're on this constant upward spiral. Because what is happening is that you are waking up. You're being called to wake up. You're being called to remember who you are and why you're here. You have everything you need to accomplish your dreams, to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. You have everything you need. And you are divinely designed with things that will get activated, triggered, inspired within you to lead you easily and effortlessly to do whatever you're here to do. It's just that, again, we're in this world that's conditioned us that it needs to be hard, that if it's too easy, it must not be right for us, that we need to struggle or suffer or work our asses off for however long to prove that we're worthy before we can have what we need, what we want, what we desire, before we can live lives that we love. And that's just simply not fucking true. It's the only truth. The only truth is that you are here to be the love and light that you are, and to do whatever lights and excites you. That's really the truth. So back to this whole information thing, it's fantastic. And if you can come at it with the mindset that I innately have of, I really do think that the internet is just nothing but an abundance of inspiration that I get to tap into to use to my benefit. There's been times where I've forgotten this, and lots of times where I've convinced myself that I need certain courses or certifications or things, and I don't regret any of them. This is not to like feel bad about all the time we've given. Every single course, even the weirdest ones that really I had no interest in, but then curiosity got the best of me, I'm still grateful I did it at this point. But now I see just how much I have to give. And I feel like if you're here, because I'm here to be a mirror of you, you are seeing, or I'm here to tell you from your highest self, that you have your own sacred magic to give, and it can only come through you in your way. So all of the things that you've taken, even just like people you follow online or whatever it is, it's all to show you what is within you. It is all to mirror and activate within you the magic that you have to offer. But it comes through feeling that inspiration. And again, your intuition will expand. It will ignite and excite you. If your intuition is telling you hell no to something, it's not trying to negotiate with you your way out of something. We know this is a no because so and so will think this and that and this and that. That's your ego. Your intuition, your soul, the truth of you, your super consciousness is always leading and guiding you easily and effortlessly through what feels good, through what feels fun, through what feels exciting, through those hell yes feelings. It will also make it very clear when something's a no. It'll make it clear first by just simply telling you, this is a no. I get no excitement. I get contracted when I think about this, when I see it. But so and so did this and she's now making $5,000 a month. He did this and now he's living his dream life. Well, that's his dream life. That's her bank account. That's not yours. Every single one of us is here with our own sovereign, sacred divinity, with our own gifts and powers and innate abilities. And we need expanders. We need people that are doing and sharing and living certain ways so that we can get ignited and expanded. But then it's up to us to do it in our own way. And that's why I think it's so great that there's so many opportunities to learn about whatever it is in whatever way from whatever voice. But again, I'm just here today to remind you that you don't have to do everything. You don't have to sign up for every course. And maybe you've signed up for things or fallen down some rabbit holes of things and you're halfway down and you're realizing like this isn't for you anymore. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to take half of a course and realize you got everything out of it. It's okay for you to not do the course that your best friend did or your favorite person on Instagram. It's okay for you to trust yourself. It really is, because your intuition is always working, in your benefit. And I'll do a course or class or whatever, something soon on intuition so that you can truly like know how to listen to your own, because it's very sacred to each one of us. But I'm going to guess you probably have an idea. And honestly, it's as easy as it excites and ignites you. It's just trusting in your innocence in the now. Like, does this feel right or not? If you're having to convince yourself to do something, it's not your intuition. Anytime that you're convincing or negotiating or trying to justify doing or not doing something, that's your ego. And your ego, it's not that it's bad or it's wrong. And even if you are signing up and doing things out of your ego, still know that's perfect. It is always perfect. You cannot get being you wrong. It's just that you can make it a lot easier for yourself. So the more that we sign up for the things that our ego wants, what we're doing is we're doing these things to learn more things about how we don't need to do these things. Or maybe you do a course and you're like, yeah, this really isn't how I would run a course. I got value from it. This isn't how, like, there's so many things we can take from everything. You're the alchemist of your reality until you choose in the now to be here and really truly feel what's right or not right for you. You're just going to keep giving your time, your attention, your currency, your frequency to things that aren't necessarily for your highest and best. And it's also totally fine if you don't want to live your highest, best, limitless life. That's totally fine too. I don't really understand why you wouldn't want to, but it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just trust yourself. Like, in the now, is this expansive? Does this excite me? Does this feel aligned? And if you feel like very disconnected, like you don't know yourself, you don't trust yourself anymore, maybe you've gone through a lot of growth and awakening recently and you are just learning this new way of being, of just being whoever you are, then I would recommend just being with yourself. This is something that I had to do. I committed to being the me that I wanted to be, but like I've never been her. So I don't know who she is, and no one else can tell me because they're not her. So I had to just go on this journey, and it's a fantastic one, and it's ever evolving and unfolding, and it's great. But now I have more and more of an understanding of my design and how I feel and how I know when I'm aligned or not. And I've also done years of work to release the doubt that I had in myself, just simply trusting my intuition. So I'm just here today to encourage you to stop just consuming information and find inspiration. Currently, we are going through a major collective upgrade and awakening that is activating in us new curiosity, new excitement, new passions and purpose. Anyone out there that's here to consciously ascend in this lifetime and raise the consciousness of this planet by just simply being the divinity that you are having activations happen. So those are going to come in the form of new curiosities, courses popping up in your world that are really inspiring you or igniting something in you, running into someone you haven't seen in years and them talking about something they did, and out of nowhere you just get inspired to sign up for this course or this class, and then you meet your soulmate. There's so much newness happening, but it's up to you to tap and tune in and trust yourself. You can't do that anywhere but now. You can only ever be here now. And the only way that you are ever going to know what is right and true for you is now. When we are sitting on the internet looking at all of the things, wherever you are, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, the more that you allow yourself to be present rather than using these things to numb and run and avoid, you tap into a wealth of limitless information and inspiration. But when we're doing it unconsciously, we're most likely going to see the things that are telling us, you're not as good as that person. You're not worthy. Look how far they've gone. Look at them selling that thing. Look at them with that house and those kids and that car and that partner and whatever it is that's going on. Any way that you are being hard on yourself when you're online, you need to see that that is just your unconscious telling you, trying to send up signals to you to wake you up to places that you are not in alignment. And your unconscious doesn't know that's what it's doing. But I'm here to tell you that that's what it's doing. And when you tap in the now, you tap into your super consciousness. And when you tap into that, then you really do have everything you need. Your super conscious will lead you to all of the right information through inspiration, through excitement, through ignitement. Because again, your self conscious, your ego is just sitting there looking, scrolling, whatever it is, to find more proof that you aren't worthy, aren't good enough, find more reasons for you to shame, blame, guilt yourself so that you stay stuck because your programming wants you to stay where you are because you know how to survive that. And living now in this world that is waking up and that has got so much opportunity for you, the unknown is becoming more and more enticing, which is scaring our unconscious and our egos more than ever before. I'm here to call you forward, to step into your super consciousness, to be present, to trust in the now what feels right for you, to follow through on it. Maybe it's a course in something you just can't even imagine what it will do for you, where it will go, but it just feels like a hell yes. I did this currently, like 4 months ago, and it was life changing. I can't even explain. Like it's just a clear as day, hell yes. And everything on paper about this made no sense in my life. Shouldn't have worked out, but it all did. And it completely changed me. And I could not have expected it 5 minutes before. And it came through an Instagram ad, but it was inspiration. It was igniting. It was exciting. It just fucking felt right. And so stop wasting your time. And if there's nothing out there that is exciting and igniting you, then just wait. That is just the universe telling you that you need to work on patience a little bit, that you need to maybe clear some stuff out of the way so that you have space for whatever is coming, because there's something for you. Every single one of us has things here that we are meant to be doing that we love. And I'm not just talking to make a living, to make money. I'm talking because we're here to live. Our frequency is our currency. And that currency is going to support us living lives that we love. So that is how we make a living. We need to get out of this paradigm that it just comes through money in our bank account. I'm not saying it won't. You can have an abundance of that. But that abundance in your bank account is going to be easy and effortless when you follow what is right for you. We can all manifest whatever we want at any time. And there's a lot of ways to do it. But no matter what, and I have, again, learned from all the people, taken all the things, and from the law of assumption to the law of attraction to all the laws, all the courses, all the things when it comes to manifestation, they are all telling us the same thing. We need to envision it. We need to imagine it. We need to embody it. We need to be it. We need to affirm it. We need to call it in, which is great. But if what you're calling in, what you're manifesting, what you're focusing on, first of all, isn't truly what you want for you, it's not going to give you what you're wanting, which is what you're wanting, I'm going to guess, is just more peace, bliss, and happiness. It's really what we all want. And if you're wanting that, if you're wanting to just live financially free, easy, effortless, abundant, healthy, wealthy, you don't want to be struggling and suffering and pushing and forcing and having to focus on a vision board every day and say your affirmations every hour and do all these things to get what you want. You need to be it. You need to be it. You need to envision it. And then the universe will bring those courses. It will bring the inspiration. It will bring the information. It will bring you everything you need. Your dream reality, anything that you can imagine, that you can envision, it already exists. It's meant to be yours. And you're calling it to you, or it's calling you to it, however you want to see it. I really feel like when we plug into the quantum field with our heads and our hearts, we just call to us what it is that we want. But we have to be in alignment, because if we aren't, and we're manifesting and creating based in our ego's beliefs or need to prove or please or be worthy, then even if we manifest these things, we're going to have to keep trying and working and forcing. And a lot of people end up losing the manifestations or getting exhausted or burnt out in doing it, and then giving up and feeling like it doesn't work and getting disempowered. And that's just not what we're here for. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire you to be the incredibly powerful, abundant manifester that you're here to be. And all you have to do is be you. To just summarize what we've gone over here, follow what inspires you. Look for inspiration over information. If you're feeling stuck or lost or overwhelmed, find something that inspires you. Read about it. Look it up. There is free information on everything. You can find a YouTube video on everything. When we focus on things that put us in the frequency and in the energy of our truth, of our divinity, we are divinely compensated and rewarded, because you are always being supported. It's just that when you're putting your time and your attention and your energy into information that isn't serving you, the divine, the universe is just going to keep doing what it needs to wake you up out of the illusion that it's hard to be you, that you need to work and effort and investigate and learn. So if you're taking all the courses, you're doing all the things, let's just say you're trying to make money online, and nothing is working for you, even though you've done all of the courses and you've done everything everyone said, and it's either exhausting you or just not working, it's because the way that you're doing it is not aligned for you. It's not necessarily that you can't make money online or that you're not meant to be a digital marketer or whatever it is, but it's more so that the way that you're doing it and the way that you're showing up is not you, is not the truth of you. Because if you just show up and be the successful, embodied digital marketer that you want to be easily and effortlessly, then it will all come true. It will all come true. But if you're exhausting yourself and then sitting there in your, meditation, telling yourself that it's easy and effortless and you can make money online all day, every day, it comes to you while you sleep and you're doing all the right things, but it's not happening, it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just because you're being in a way that isn't true to you. And we're all here as these divine beings of love and light having a human experience. And we need to find the balance between the beingness and the humanness. All that you have to do is be present and be honest with yourself in any moment as to, is this inspiring me? Is my intuition aligned with this? Does this feel right? Do I feel ignited? Because things that currently are maybe new for you. Maybe you're expanding, you're evolving, you're wanting to be an entrepreneur or do a new career or job or hobby or whatever. Maybe you want to take up basketball, tennis, piano. We need to put in the time to learn things. And right now, a lot of us are needing to learn how to be the true us. So we need to be gentle and we need to be graceful, but we just need to show up and be it. If you decided that you want to become a piano player, but you've never done it before, but it's inspiring you. You feel inspired. You want to be a piano player. You're not doing it because your mom wants you to do it. You're doing it now because you want to. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have to learn new things. But if you feel that excitement, that drive, that curiosity, you know that it's right for you. And then you keep showing up. And the more that you show up and the more lessons that you have, the more it becomes a part of you and it becomes easier and easier to do it. Well, that is what we're here now to do as we are ascending and evolving into new ways of being, is to follow what excites us, follow what inspires us, and then in that time and space, just be present, be there. Be the person that's there learning to be a piano player. Be the person that's there learning how to have an online business, and be the version of you that you want to see in this world. You don't need to be the version of the coach that is teaching you. You be your version of whatever it is. Take this however it is resonating and hitting you, because it was coming through loud and clear. Someone out there needed permission to stop consuming so much information and look for inspiration and trust your intuition. So if that's you, then follow through. And I would love to know below in the comments what it is. If there's anything that is inspiring, that's exciting you, or any ahas or anything that you got from this today. And please, I'd love it if you liked, shared, followed. It helps me grow this channel. I love you lots, forever and always. Thank you for being here.